On April 26, 2019, some police officers invaded clubs, hotels, and other public places in Abuja to round up women under the guise of arresting sex workers, an operation allegedly commissioned by Hajiya Safiya Umar, the acting secretary, Social Development Secretariat of the FCT. The case, which has been in court for over 2 years, was on August 5, 2021, decided in favor of 6 women who filed a public interest suit through their lawyers against the Nigeria police force. Addressing newsmen on the new development, a member of the Governing Council of the National Human Rights Commission, Kemi Okeyodo, said,
"The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has ruled in favor of 6 women who were harassed and abused during raids by the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, AEPB, police and other law enforcement agents in April 2019, filed public interest suits seeking to enforce their fundamental human rights to personal liberty, freedom of movement, right to personal dignity, freedom from torture, freedom of association, and freedom from discrimination. The suits were filed with support from Lawyers Alert and the Open Society Initiative for West Africa. After 2 years of trial, Justice Evelyn Maha of the Federal High Court, in her judgment on the 5th of August 2021, held that the arrest of the applicants without cause, the beating, molestation, and dehumanizing treatment, the detention of the applicants, and the barring of the applicants from accessing legal representation was a violation of the applicants' rights as guaranteed under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Awarded between 2 million to 4 million in damages against the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, the Inspector General of Police, and Inspector Thomas Zemekwe, aka Yellow, in favor of the 6 applicants. She also held that the 6th respondent, the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, was presumptuous in its role and acted ultra-virus beyond its scope and powers regarding the raids. She issued an injunction restraining the police, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and other listed respondents from arresting women in such circumstances and in a manner that discriminates on the basis of gender.
It was alleged that one Inspector Thomas Nzemeke, also known as Yellow, physically assaulted a mother of a 2-month-old baby. A woman menstruating was denied access to sanitary towels, and the women were kept in unlivable conditions. It was also learned that they were denied bail and legal representation between the 26th and 29th of April 2019, thereby infringing on their human rights. Okeyodo, speaking on the significance of the judgment, said it protects the human rights of every person against gender-based violence.
This judgment, like I said earlier, is significant as it asserts the human rights of every person against gender-based violence, especially by state actors, which is a persistent, well-documented fact. The judgment regarding the discriminatory arrest of people based on their gender, particularly the arrest of women in the streets and other places, becomes a reference point for protecting women's rights now and in the future.
Also, the Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, Tony Ojukwu, in a statement, said, "History has once more been made in Abuja in the landmark court judgments on the notorious rapes of women and girls in the streets of Abuja by the Abuja Environmental Protection Board and other law enforcement agents." He added that the landmark judgment has vindicated the position of civil society groups and the Commission. Ojukwu added that he hopes the judgment will serve as a wake-up call for law enforcement agents to desist from further inhuman raids and activities in such a way that violates the human rights of citizens, as such would be resisted and challenged in the courts of the land. Okeyodo also stressed that the freedom of movement of anyone is guaranteed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and can only be restricted by a defined law.